live on the Motor Mania TV on the YouTube channel at 8 o'clock. Oh, yeah. The entire All Out Live crew will be down there, and instant green and call-outs and activity for a couple of hours. I think we're on from 8 to 10, according to the high-speed schedule. And then we wrap things up at 11 o'clock. Test and tune will continue after 10 o'clock. Then we wrap things up at 11 o'clock with the test and tune. So if you're back there in the pit area changing an engine or maybe painting your car or rebuilding the rear end or whatever you call it, I don't know. I don't have a clue how all that stuff works. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I still don't understand it all. But anyway, we'll wrap things up at 11 o'clock. And then tomorrow morning, full race day program tomorrow coming at you. Don't forget the All Out Live Texas style. Gates open at 8 a.m. I know I'll be here. Some of the talent, nudge, nudge. Anyway, 8 o'clock, we open the gates. And for all the racers, 8 to 1 o'clock will be the final tech inspection. So if you know your friends are coming, they need to get here early and get that tech inspection taken care of. And then we do some of the gates will open up for the spectators and such. And then noon, we do some test passes. And then the live feed coverage starts with qualifying at 2 o'clock. 2 to 3 is round one qualifying all racers. And that's called up by the ET group. So part of the program is we get together 3 different categories of entries and put them together pretty close as far as the ET by the calculations of the computer. And when we compete those round to round till it's completed in each category. So that's kind of a rundown of what's going on. And full race day program coming your way tomorrow. And hope you can be out here. It's supposed to be about 70 tomorrow. Mid-70s. Yeah, I still need the representative of the Corona people to stop up to the timing tower. I don't need the line. I don't really, seriously. All right, we'll be back in just a couple of moments. We'll continue on with some time runs as we clear the racetrack there. And call out, stand by. You should be refueling and recharging. We'll get you into the staging lanes at 7:30. I apologize for getting you up there a little bit early. But I'm from North Carolina, and you know the deal. All right, well, we continue on with Test and Tune. On a Friday night here at Lonestar Motorsport Park. Temperature cooling off, but the track's been good. Bob Key and the crew. The track all tuned up. A couple of late entries coming into the staging lane for technical inspection. Mike Burns ready to go. Garrett Stanley right there. The 56 Ford, but that didn't sound like a whole lot of good burnout type of deal. Mike Burns, SS Chevy Nova over there. So the classic 55 Chevrolet, or 56 Ford, I should say. Geez, I got to get this deal. Yeah, I'm out. Oh, man. I'll get it together. Here we go. Oh, well, get no time on the Nova. Mike Burns left way before the tree was ready to go. Pretty good run there for Garrett Stanley, just from Elvin, Texas, in that 56 Ford. He'll go back and make some adjustments. But, yeah, it's kind of a tricky situation when you get up onto that starting line in the instant green. It's just the green light comes on the tree, and you got to be in the stage beam to get a time slip, if you will. That's why they call this Test and Tune. Ben Hood, Florida. 97 Mustang goes right on down the boulevard. Puts on the first to the finish number there on the 660, 8th mile run right there. RacingJunk.com helping us out on the 2018 season as well as Keen Parts. Good folks helping us out on the 2018 season. We're winding down the season as we get down to the final event in Orlando, Florida in December. 3 months in Key West. Wall Street. All right. Get a few more cars in the staging lanes, and we're getting the call-out vehicles all charged up, fueled up. Getting serious back there. A little of this, a little of that. And they'll be coming into the staging lanes in just a few moments. About 20 minutes away from staging up the call-out machines into the staging lanes. So if you're one of those call-out competitors, you should be back there in the pit area trying to get things fueled up. Fuel Lab, the digital fuel delivery people, they're on the schedule here to helping us out. RJS Racing Equipment. Race Star Wheels, just some of the folks that help us out on the 2018 schedule. Like I said, we're just about wrapping up the season, 2018, and getting ready for 19. And release that schedule for several events next year. And coming out pretty soon. It'll be on the alloutlive.com website and keep you informed on what's going on. And a lot of good racing activity coming your way. All Out Live. And we're doing it Texas style this weekend, brought to you by fine folks at Pennzoil, helping us out this weekend. Things all tuned up and ready to go. So Friday night, that's what it's all about, tuning it up. And that even means the announcer, too. Ta-da. But we'll get it all figured out. We'll get it all squared away. Come blasting at you tomorrow with a few more time runs early on in the morning, some tech activity, and schedules on the website. You can see that on Lonestar Motorsports Park Facebook page. Give you all those times and activities, and get into some qualifying session, and then we try to put together 3 different categories, and basically based on 3 groups of vehicles that are closest by ET. And then there'll be 16 car categories or motorcycle. So the vehicles will be 16 car vehicles, and then we'll do those all the way around. It'll be hot lap. It'll be 16, 8, 4, 2, and a champion. Then we'll go to the next category and so on. 3 categories of championship eliminations, a lot of good prizes and money and cash and goodies and all that kind of stuff coming your way. So a lot of full race day program. And I watched the weather deal this morning, and it's supposed to be like in the 70s tomorrow. Always cools off, don't it, when the sun goes down? But hope you can make it out tomorrow. So call out drivers. You should be refueling and recharging and coming into the staging lanes in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes call out. We'll get you all grouped up and get ready to blast off as we continue on. Friday night under the lights here in Sealy, Texas. Lone Star Motorsport Park. All right, here comes up on the starting line the S10 Chevrolet pick-em-up truck. Tyler Salinas, El Campo, Texas, 98 S10. Must be a little bit of a delay there. All right, the S10 coming up. There he is. All right. Call-out machines. Should be refueling, recharging, and getting ready to enter the staging lanes. Got a couple. Oh, yeah, it's coming out. It's all coming together. Ben Hood's been working that machine from Florida. The 97 Mustang right down the boulevard. He's getting things squared away. We continue on with a few more test and tune machines. The call-out machines are back there in the pit area just about set to go. They got a whole lineup of matchups for call-outs coming your way here, so they're back there in the pit area. So we've got a few more test and tune machines, and then right around 7:30 we'll give an opportunity as Bob Key and the crew here from Lonestar Motorsport Park will prep the racetrack and get it ready for the call-outs. So they're fueling up and getting ready. We'll do a few more test and tune machines here under the lights here at Lone Star. We'll be back in 7:30, a little track prep, and then the call-outs. Friday night under the lights here in Texas. Baby, hang on to that one. Ken Joe Kelly, that 68 Ford Falcon, they stepped it up or leaned on it right there. See if they get a hold of it. Somebody's calling you on the radio. Over here. Well, he got a hold of the racetrack. You can see that tire pattern right there. And clicks it on off. That was a pretty good run there. Second pass on the track. And still got a few more test and tuners here before we go into a little bit of track prep and we get ready to thump it with some call-out activity. We're just about set to go here. So a lot of the folks coming into the area doing some call-outs. So they're coordinating them all back there in the pit area. A little of this, a little of that. You've seen some of that call-out action, some of the videos all along on the All Out Live Facebook page. Now all those call-outs are going to come to action here at 8 o'clock. So they're matching them all up here, both on paper and in the pit area. And they're fueling up and setting up the tune-ups, and they'll continue on. So we got just a few more of these test and tune machines before we get ready to rock and roll. All right. That's the last car we're running right there. There it is on the starting line. If you want to say that. That'll be the final car, and we'll do a little bit of track prep right there. Blasting down George Henson out of Tomball, Texas on 2006 GTO. And that should be wrapping it up for the test and tune part of the day. So what do you got cooking? You want to use the radio? Go for it. Get her done. All right, Bob Key will jump out there on our Massey Ferguson tractor there. We're still contemplating what year that tractor is. But Bob is our general manager here at the drag strip, and he's going to jump out there and do a little track prep, put some traction compound down. Should have the call-out cars fueled up and coming into the staging lanes. Get them all matched up. No. All right. So we need those call-out machines into the staging lanes. They should be fueled up. They should be all ready to go. We'll do a little track prep here, and then they should be coming out. Wow, look at the wheels wiggle on the front end of that tractor. Yep. So they'll get that squared away. So if you did a call-out, you should be coming into the staging lanes and find the matchup. Get them paired up. Call-outs to the staging lanes, please. Is this working or no? It's done? What do you want me to do? Battery's okay? Dude, you're a star. I got you a $300 raise. All right, we continue on here.
you think you can stop me, put up or shut up.
No matter what the stipulations are, I come out here to win, and that's what we're going to do. This is your official call out. I blew some trim off the car about 2 weeks ago while I was testing. I had to come out here, get me some new trim, because you can't find it anywhere other than Keene Corvette parts. I heard there's a fast Corvette out here, Gary Box, Corey Box, the Box Corvette. They got giant freak motor hanging out of the hood, big giant hole cut in the hood, wheelie bars and big freak tires. I'm on a 28 with one system, so I'm calling them out. After I'm done with that Box Corvette, he's gonna have to go to Keene Parts and get the whole trim package. Box Vet, this is your official call out.
All right, where is he?
He's waiting at the track.
I think he's here somewhere. Shannon!
No, he's at Edgewater Sports Park waiting for you. Yeah.
We'll go settle this score real quick here.
What's up, guys? I'm Jamie Otts. I got a 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air called Killer Cab. If you think you got what it takes to outrun this car, bring it. I don't care what it is. It can be whatever you got. I got the baddest real steel car in the country. Bring what you got. See if you can outrun this car. Be there and don't be scared.
I'm Tim Blair, Killer Cab. I heard your call out. This is my car, the Hooker. It's a 70 Ventura, and I'm coming to get you. You're not taking me for a ride. The Hooker's gonna take you for a ride, and she's gonna make you pay.
He must be awfully confident, I'm thinking, because all he's doing is waxing that thing right now.
Wax his ass.
At least he's not making excuses. Well, I got small tires and you got big tires and you got wheelie bars and I don't have wheelie bars.
After the first pass, that's when all the janking comes out. That's when the fun starts. Then we know where we stand, so we'll see who's talking after the first race.
Yeah.
That's true.
I 60 like 106,
Well, when you decide you want to leave with 10 degrees of timing and somebody puts in 30, well, you're screwed.
He knew that the Killer Cab whoops ass, so he had to turn his up as much as possible. We left the starting line, I never seen him again. He tried, he just come up a little short.
Looks like this time the Hooker gave a free ride, but next time they won't be so lucky.
This afternoon, the starting line was killer. Now it's down to the concrete. So it wheel spin. 60-foot time went way down. But even as old as I am, I still got that button good.
Yeah, you did. I haven't been beat since the first All Out Live. We're proud of that. I'm not going to talk too much smack because I don't want Carmen to grab me by the ass, but it's a good night. I'm still undefeated.
The Nickel Rocket's got a short fuse, and so do I.
Want some? Come get some.
I'm going to keep it civil. You're going to get donkey stoned.
We're gonna send you back home and then she stay back.
Calling your ass out, bro. Better be there.
Well, the final track prep has been squared away here as we approach the call-out portion of the activity here on Friday night under the lights here in the big state of Texas. Lonestar Motorsport Park, and we're doing All Out Live, and it's brought to you by the fine folks at Pennzoil. Getting things squared away. They're back there in the staging lanes doing a little bit of this and that and adjusting this and tuning that, and I don't know what they do. You know, laptop this, laptop that, twist this, turn that, fill up the bottle, heat the bottle. I don't know. Adjust the tire. Get it all squared away. Get ready to do it, a call out. Let me see who's going to make it happen here tonight. We got a handful. Gavin, how many of them deals we got going on? 75 of those deals? Yeah, Ray, no more, Ray. We've got so many call outs. The entire west side of Houston's closed down. But we got a bunch of them for you. I'm not sure. And we'll get you the rundown as we go through this deal. Have you been watching the test and tune portion of the day? It's instant green. We just bang. When they stage up, it's just green light go, and it's first to the finish to the 660, the 8th mile. This racetrack is located out there in Sealy, Texas. Temperature has dropped. Anybody got the temperature by chance? 65 degrees right now? No, it's 58 right now. 58. Gavin's still got Hawaii tuned in or something. Yeah, he's got one of those phones by whatchamacallit. It's about 58 degrees. Going to be 70 tomorrow. Well, I'm going to check with Brian Warhol back there in Minnesota and find out what the temperature is in Minneapolis. Yeah, the GSTA guy back there. Planning for the big car show in the spring. Brian, you have to text me. What's the temperature up there, Minneapolis? That's where I'm from, folks, if you hadn't noticed. If you hadn't picked up that A and all that goofy lingo. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Come down here. I've been doing the all-out season all over. We started in Toronto, Canada. Did a great big event up there in Toronto, Canada. Did a great event. And then moved on down to Atco Dragway. That was a blast. Stayed at a very special hotel over there in Atco. They called it Burn It Down and Don't Rebuild It Hotel. I'm just kidding. But no, they should probably burn it down. But in any case, I'm just come on now, ease up on that deal. But anyway, Atco was our other racetrack. We were going to be in South Georgia. Then it was Hurricane What was the name of it? Hurricane Mike? Was it? Hurricane Mike. Now, I'm not talking about Mike Beelan. Yeah. But anyway, so we canceled the South Georgia Motorsport event because of the hurricane. Then moved across the state, and everybody saw that deal. going on. And then we came down here, and actually Lonestar Motorsport Park is right here, located on the property and owned and operated by Hennessy Performance, which is located just over that away. I can look over there and see the Hennessy Performance building where they do a lot of tuning and building of engines and different things going on over there. And it's kind of an interesting program. And they kind of use the facility out here for a little bit of testing. They were out here yesterday and we actually counted out the cash on the starting line. We had over $2 million worth of cars sitting on the starting line, sitting out here doing testing yesterday for the Hennessy Performance folks. If you ever want a performance car, take a look at some of the YouTube videos from the Hennessy Performance folks, and he provides this facility for us to put this program together. All Out Live, brought to you by fine folks at Pennzoil. So we're not too far away. Mr. Bob Key has taken care of the racetrack with Rick and the crew here at the Lonestar Motorsport Park. Track's been drugged, sprayed with a little bit of VHT or PJ1 compound, so we're just about set to go. Do a little bit of Motor Mania TV action coming your way if you're out there in the Midwest, around the world someplace. You can catch us on YouTube channel, Motor Mania TV, and we'll get you all that call-out action. So a lot of the folks were doing the call-outs on the Facebook page, on the Pinks All Out page, and then over to the All Out stuff and Lone Star and what have you, and we get them all squared away. And now it's going to be put up or shut up. What do they call it, keyboard to concrete? We're going to get serious here. No more pounding on the keyboard like those guys do up there in Minnesota, Brian Warhol. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to get serious. I called you out. We stage them up. Green light, instant green. Wind light will tell you the truth. 660 feet, 1/8 of a mile here. Heads up. Show it. Bring it. Put her down. So we're not too far away. We'll be back. Just a little final preparation on the racetrack. We'll be back with call-out action Friday night under the lights here in the great state of Texas. Glad to have you along. All right, well, we got the tractor parked over there and put away, and the track is looking good. I'm telling you, we've seen some pretty good hits out there earlier today, and it's been a good evening of testing, and we'll have some more, a little bit of testing after these call-outs. So if you're back there in the pit area and refueling, rechecking, and making some adjustments on your vehicle in competition this weekend for the all-out live event, there will be some remaining testing tune after the call-out portion of the program. The call-outs are back there in the staging lanes. They're getting things sorted out between this and that and this and that, and they're arm wrestling for lane choice or whatever they do. And the track is just about set to go, and I think we're going to kick them off in about 5 minutes here, so stand by. Give you a rundown tomorrow. Activity coming your way here on Saturday, the 17th. We open the gates at 8 a.m. for the racers. 9 to 1, the tech will be open and closing down. At noon, the gates open for the spectators. If you get a little early, we'll take care of you. Noon, we start some test passes for all the different ET classes. Then we go live feed coverage of qualifying at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Get all that qualifying in, get things sorted out. We'll get the ET groups, and we mentioned we do 3 groups of 16, and that'll create our 3 categories of competition. Each category will come up 16 cars. We'll run it down till 8 to 4 to 2 till we crown a champion of that group. Then we'll run the next group and do the same thing, 16, 8, 4, and 2. And we wrap it up with our final group of machines, and we should be completely wrapped up out here at 9:30 tomorrow night. Some call-outs with the locals and the outlaw guest racers will be coming up at 9:30 tomorrow evening, and that'll wrap things up here. So a full race day activity coming your way on Saturday. We're just minutes away from Friday night, under the lights, here at Lone Star for call-outs. And you were there. So stand by. Call-outs, you should be ready to go in the staging lanes.
If you think you can stop me, put up or shut up.
No matter what the stipulations are, I come out here to win, and that's what we're gonna do. This is your official call out. I blew some trim off the car about 2 weeks ago while I was testing. I had to come out here, get me some new trim, because you can't find it anywhere other than Keene Corvette parts. And I heard there's a fast Corvette out here, Gary Box, Corey Box, the Box Corvette. They got giant freak motor hanging out of the hood, big giant hole cut in the hood, wheelie bars and big freak tires. I'm on a 28 with one system, so I'm calling him out. After I'm done with that Box Corvette, he's gonna have to go to Keene Parts and get the whole trim package. Box Vet, this is your official call out.
All right, where is he?
He's waiting at the track.
I think he's here somewhere. Shannon!
No, he's at Edgewater Sports Park waiting for you.
We'll go settle this score real quick here.
What's up, guys? I'm Jamie Otts. I got a 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air called Killer Cab. If you think you got what it takes to outrun this car, bring it. I don't care what it is. It can be whatever you got. I got the baddest real steel car in the country. Bring what you got. See if you can outrun this car. Be there and don't be scared.
I'm Tim Blair, Killer Cab. I heard you call out. This is my car, the Hooker. It's a 70 Ventura, and I'm coming to get you. You're not taking me for a ride. The Hooker's gonna take you for a ride, and she's gonna make you pay.
He must be awfully confident, I'm thinking, because all he's doing is waxing that thing right now.
Hey. Wax his ass.
At least he's not making excuses. Well, I got small tires and you got big tires and you got wheelie bars and I don't have wheelie bars.
After the first pass, that's when all the janking comes out. That's when the fun starts. Because then we know where we stand. So we'll see who's talking after the first race.
Yeah.
That's true.
I 60 like 106,
Well,
107.
when you decide you want to leave with 10 degrees of timing and somebody puts in 30, well, you're screwed.
He knew that the Killer Cab whoops ass, so he had to turn his up as much as possible. We left the starting line, I never seen him again. He tried, he just come up a little short.
Looks like this time the Hooker gave a free ride, but next time they won't be so lucky.
This afternoon, the starting line was killer. Now it's down to the concrete. So hit wheel spin, 60-foot time went way down. But even as old as I am, I still got that button good.
Yeah, you did. I hadn't been beat since the first All Out Live. We're proud of that. I'm not gonna talk too much smack because I don't want Carmen to grab me by the ass, but it's a good night. I'm still undefeated.
The nickel rocket's got a short fuse, and so do I.
Want some? Come get some.
I'm gonna keep it civil. You're gonna get donkey stoned.
We're gonna send you back home and then cheesesteak back.
Calling your ass out, bro. Better be there.
All Out Live, Sealy, Texas, Houston, Texas. You guys are great. Thank you for welcoming us in here. This is our first night, Friday night of All Out Live, and we're going to kick it off with the call out. As you can hear in the background right now, a couple killer cars going on. So we came out here today to Lonestar Motorsports Park, All Out Live. It's our first time back here in Texas. Well, it's first time actually in Texas with this show. I want to thank everybody that's coming out here tonight. I know it's a little chilly, but tell you it's going to get warmer tomorrow. We're going to have a much better temperature range, but we're ready to rock and roll here tonight. So the call out, if you guys don't know anything about the segment of this show, and that's how we're going to start out tonight, is if you've been watching our Facebook page, our website, alloutlive.com, you're able to watch these video call outs. Shannon Poole, Ryan Hall, Todd Hall, George Rubistello, all these guys have done video call outs. They've called out all of Texas. So some of these guys have traveled in. I think George Rubistello was out for about 1,900 miles. I mean, he's traveled 1,900 miles to take on the Texas racers. He had a little incident earlier on, if you guys are watching over there. He throttle stuck, went down to the end of the track, came skidding. He's going to work on that tonight. The racers in Houston are awesome. They're helping him out. That's one thing we say about All Out Live. It's a big family. It's a big party. We love you guys, and that's why we're here. The racers come together. They help each other out. Guys got some tires for George. He's going to be back out. But as you hear in the background, the warming up right now, we got some killer matchups. We're going to start off. Shannon Poole is going to take on some racers. I'm going to throw it out to Steve Queen here in a minute. But I just want to thank my crew, all the track people here, Bob Key and everybody for helping us out. It's been a long couple of days. It's been a little chilly, but the weather's come around, and we're ready to rock and roll here at All Out Live. Hey, Steve Queen, you up there in the tower? Why don't you give us a little announcement? Who's going to run first over here? It looks like Shannon Poole. Big Dookie's going to take on who?
All right. We're ready to go here. Friday night under the lights, right here at Lonestar Motorsports. Shannon Poole. Mark Bennett. 72 Nova going to take on that 69 Chevelle. Little Mississippi, Texas matchup here, the first call out. So we move into the state of Texas here, and the second to the final 2018 event. Shannon Poole's been challenged by Mark in his Cypress, Texas Nova. It's going to be serious here. Instant green. Tree will come down. Bam, it'll be green light. First to the finish. Shannon Poole releasing a little, clearing that nitrous oxide. That Mississippi Chevelle got some power under the hood of that machine. Today we've been out there and Shannon made a hit, and his Corvette has not been on the track with the Chevelle. So this will be an interesting matchup right here. Shannon Poole, Mark Bennett taking it on right here, and Mark goes a little bit deep. Let's see if he's going to move her back. Yep. Oh, he's going to get the back tire. All right, so they made a little bit of an adjustment out there. See what we got going on here. Shannon's over there pre-staged. All right, here we go. Mark's in. Here's Shannon. Bang. finish line. It's going to be Mark from Texas taking our first call out, takes down Shannon Poole, who did not make an attempt with the Chevelle earlier. So Shannon goes down in that first call out. We'll bring up the next matchup here. All right, Herb Champagne. Leah Oaks over there in that wagon, Ford Fairmont wagon, coming on up. Herb Champagne Pinto out of Louisiana. So here we go. All right, Leah Oaks staging up that Fairmont wagon. Herb Champagne in that Ford out of Louisiana. Bang! Oh, Champagne away. Look at Leah. Wheeling, got him at the top end of the racetrack.
Wow.
Herb came off the starting line first. Leah was chasing all the way, and the wagon wheels by, knocking the doors off the Pinto wagon in that call-out matchup. Man, Ford's a pair in that second call-out. Takes him down. Leah goes into that call-out with a win light right there as we watch it there on Motor Mania TV here in the timing tower. And, well, I'll tell you, the racetrack is certainly holding up very, very well as we get some of the folks wandering over there to try and talk with Brian down there, and we'll see what's going on down there on the starting line. Brian chit-chatting with some of the competitors down there in the front of the grandstand down there. We'll go down to Brian.
All right, guys. So, hey, part of the call-out we do here at All Out Live is we bring in these guys that are from out of town. They take on the pros versus Joes. But while we're here, there's some local people that have a little grudge going on. So who do we have here first?
My name is Mike. My name is Mike Marquez from Pflugerville, Texas.
Pflugerville? What are you running?
I have a 63 Chevy 2 Nova, small block 383.
383? Awesome. And who are you with?
Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah Barra.
Jeremiah, nice to meet you, buddy. And who we got over here? Come on over here, man.
Mike Bachman from Cypress, Texas.
What do you run, buddy?
86 Camaro with a small block dart.
Very nice. Who's with you?
I got Daryl and his son Daryl.
Hey, Daryl, how you doing, buddy? Right. Very nice to meet you. Okay, so you guys called each other out for a reason. What's the beef here? Tell me. What do you got going?
We just want to see who's who.
Turn over here and look at this camera here. Show everybody your pretty face.
Okay, hey. No, we're just out here trying to have a good time. Small block against small block and see what's going to happen.
You guys ever raced before or what? Is this your first time? You guys obviously know each other, right?
No.
No? So you met in the stage lanes, and you said you want to call – who called who out? You? You went and called him out. So that's how this works, right? Yep. So anybody on the property call anybody out. We're going to do this tomorrow night. So if you're here and there's racers on the property that want to do a call out tomorrow night, sign up with Ray McNew. We'll do a little simple list tomorrow. We'll do some more of these. So what's your beef, man? What do you got? You just want to – tell me.
I'm just out here for fun. Just want to – it's all about the competition. Going to see if we can – get on down the track and see who's quicker.
See who's quicker? Okay. Want to put anything on the line, anybody? Anybody want to put anything up here, you know?
I don't know. 500?
Whoa.
100 bucks. How about 100?
These guys want to race for $100. You guys in? We got our first $100 call out. Right now, you guys get your cars. Let's rock and roll. Let's watch this call out.
All right.
Steve Queen, you got some information on these guys' tech cards? You got some skinny on these guys' stuff? All right, so while these guys are walking back here, we're going to set this up again. First of all, this is the call out. It's All Out Live, which is our live event. We do All Out Racing here, which is our 16 class fields. We've got 2 to 3, depending on car count from there. We choose the closest field or knit field of 16 racers that have been do 2 qualifying passes. We look at consistency, not just ET, and we want to make sure that these guys are the perfect racers, the best racers on the planet right here, like I say, on this day. So we want more racers to come out. We got a couple more room. We got some entries left for tomorrow. We shifted to a night shoot so that we were able to let the working guy, who are our best guys in the world here, come in tomorrow morning, register, race, and be part of this. They can win as much as almost $5,000 a piece for each class. There's over $20,000 in cash and prizes from great sponsors like Pennzoil, Keen Parts, Racer Direct, Fuel Lab. You've got Bullseye Turbo, JLT Cold Air Intakes. You've got Stifler's Chassis. All these guys step up. They bring this to you. I hear some cars ripping up in the background. Steve Queen, what do you got coming down here? All right. Steve Queen doesn't know what's going on, so I'll figure it out here myself. All right. So once again, this is the segment called The Call Out. These are our first two matchups. It takes a few minutes to get to the cars. They're warming up, going to get in here. It's a $100 race on the line here right now. Lonestar Motorsports Park, All Out Live, The Call Out. We want you guys to go out to our website, alloutlive.com, click on The Call Out. If you've got a true call out for any of our races coming up, which we will have 8 more events in 2019, we're going to Orlando after this. And like I said, tomorrow you got another call out. Just come up and see Ray McNew during the day here. We'll get you set up. So All Out Live, Lonestar Motorsports Park. Our first matchup's coming up here right now. And as well, too, any of the fans coming back tomorrow, there's a game show we play here called Instant Green with Gavin Jerome. On the stage over here to my left, you guys could sit up in front of here. You could all be chosen as contestants. I do believe there's $2,000 up for grabs tomorrow. It's Instant Green. It's real simple. Left or right lane. That's all you need to know. Here we go. Steve Queen's going to give the information. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what happens here. $100 bet. The call out.
All right, here we go. First couple of call-outs have been pretty awesome. Michael Bachman coming up here onto the starting line out of Cypress, Texas. It's an 86 Chevy Camaro over there on the pit side of the racetrack. Mike Marquise over here from Pflugerville, Texas. So a couple of Texans going to battle it out. That 63 Chevy 2 coming out of the staging lanes right there. A couple of machines that have been pretty stout on the racetrack here in this Friday night under the lights here at Lonestar Motorsport Park, and it's call-out time. Been an interesting matchup there. We've seen Shannon Poole make a car change. No attempt at the track and went down in that first call-out. Then there was a couple of Fords going at it, and Leah taking the win right there. Now we've got a couple of Chevrolets out of Texas. A couple of Mikes. Heat up the tires and bring it to the starting line. You know the deal. It's all out. First to the finish. Watch that win light. It's instant green. It's serious. You had a couple of test and tune hits maybe earlier today. Michael Bachman over there, Cypress, Texas. Here's Chevy Camaro bringing on that Chevy 2, and look at that Chevy 2. Looking good. Pflugerville, Texas. 63 Chevy 2. Looking on that 86 Camaro. Which of the Michaels is going to take the win? Bachman goes in, double ball. Out of the starting gate. Backfire on the Chevy 2, but putting on that true win light at the finish there. First to the finish, win light for Michael Marquise. That 63 Chevy 2, putting it together and laying it down in that matchup there in the call-out portion of our Friday night program.
Steve Queen, that was close. There was flames shooting out everywhere. Those guys were rocking and rolling. First note, Shannon Poole's first race, he gave the guy the back tire. It was an interesting race. That's the first time I've seen it on the call-out. Come on, guys. Come on, quick. Come on this side. Come on over here. What? Oh. You guys racing each other, right? Yes. You want to be on one side or the other. Going to some fist fights. Here we go. So first of all, who do we have here?
Scott Neiman.
Good, sir. Look, come here. Look at the camera over here. Look. See him cool?
Scott Neiman from Thrall, Texas.
What do you got to run, man, tonight?
Running a 69 Camaro with a 421 small block in it.
421 small block, huh? Who we got over here?
I'm Jesse Garza from Hutto. I got a 67 Camaro.
Okay, so how did you guys come about this call? Do you know each other?
Yeah, we kind of race at our local track, but it's always been a certain type of racing, so we've never had the chance to really go all out. So that's what we're here for.
Awesome. So you go all out, right? So we got two racers that are have raced before in the past or have not really had a chance to race, but they're going to do it here on the call out. So, you got any beef? I mean, tell me, why do you think you could kick his ass? It's that simple.
Well, I'm not sure I can.
Oh, really?
He's spraying. I'm not.
So you're all right. So no spray, big block or small block? Small block. Small block. Small block. So cubic inches again.
434.
434. What's cubic inches?
421.
It ain't that much different, man. So we got spray on the line. You guys want to put anything up here? It's just gonna be friendly handshake. We're gonna put something up, and maybe I don't care. You put your shoes up, your hat, your underwear. I don't care what you do.
$500.
$500. Holy crap. Okay. Normally aspirated. Nitrous oxide. $500 on the line. Oh, wait.
I'll take left lane.
You want left? So, no crazy. You want right lane, left lane. We're all good. So, shake hands, number one. Let's get this on. Hustle back to your cars as fast as you can so we get this rock and rolling here. These guys are going for $500 on the call out. Normally aspirated, nitrous oxide. I don't know what he's thinking, the normally aspirated, but it must be one nasty, nasty little small block. That's going to be an interesting matchup from there. So these guys are hustling back right now to get to their cars. I'm looking at my lovely wife over here. How you doing? Everybody, these people, my wife, everybody, our staff out here has been working hard all weekend to bring this to you guys. And tomorrow is going to be a killer show. It's taken a lot to come out here. A lot of people traveled with all the weather, and I want to thank them personally for coming out here. Some of the guys didn't get in until midnight last night and didn't eat dinner until late and everything. It was just, they're from everywhere, and this weather and travel this time of year, it's dedication, and they're great friends and great people from there. So once again, thank you to my staff. Thank you to Bob Key and all the staff here at Lone Star. These guys have been great. There's been a lot of things that we transformed this track from, just your standard Lone Star. Look around us. We are completely bannered up. It looks beautiful. We got stages. Tomorrow, this is going to be all prepped up over here for Gavin Jerome and Instant Green, where we're going to hand money away to spectators. That's right. Tell your friends, come back. Couple bucks to get in, but you can win $100 a round over here. You want to do that. And Pennzoil is giving away tons of prizes. If you guys didn't notice and you didn't get it, let us know. We're going to give away a bunch more hats away tomorrow. First 100 people in the gate get a Hoonigan Pennzoil hat. And then these racers, the 16 finalists, each one of them is going to get a case of Pennzoil synthetic oil just for qualifying, plus a chance to win $5,000 worth of cash and prizes from all our great sponsors. So these guys are hustling up right now. Let's get them up there in these lanes. So anybody in stage lanes, just rock and roll. We want to see $500 race. Normally aspirated small block, nitrous oxide. Two guys that have raced before but not really had a chance to go heads up and get it on really this good. They put some money on the line. This is the call out. This is what we do here. Once again, tomorrow, if you want to call somebody out or even just come race tomorrow, we will have Tech open late for you guys. Our live stream goes on tomorrow, I do believe, at 7 o'clock. So set your clocks, and that is Central Time, not Eastern Time, everybody. So if you get confused, I don't think we put that on there. There's some confusion with the ticketing and stuff online. Lone Star's website's a little screwed up from there. Just make sure you go to alloutlive.com for ticketing prices and information. Go to our Facebook page. And here we go. Two cars are coming up right now. Steve Queen, you ready to rock and roll? You going to tell us a little about these guys? Tell me who's coming up here, Steve Queen. All right. Steve's setting up the computer right now to make sure all the numbers are in correctly so we get all this information from there. We need to move some people away from the track, please. Safety reasons, please get off the track over here. Only 4 crew members. That's what we do. When you sign up for All Out Live, we allow 4 crew members to come up with them, and that's it. All right. We got a little delay here. What do we got going on here? All right, guys. So we got a little. Okay, so we got a cleanup up on the top end. So safety is first, number one. There's been some question about track prep and things like that with this track. It doesn't get used a lot. Hennessy uses it for testing. It's awesome from there, and it gives some racing here and there. Mopar Fest was here. One of the Mopar groups are in here a few weeks ago. Some people had questions about track prep. I'll tell you, the track prep is on spot. You guys see Leah Oakes on that first pass, she could have been on the bumper. The second pass, she just walked around him. It's amazing. her and Herbert over there. Those guys were getting it on. But all day long, they've been working on this track to make this just right for All Out Live and the racers tomorrow. So any questions in your mind, if this track's not being used and it's prepped properly, just erase that. Tell you right now, you come out to race tomorrow, you're going to be working on one of the best prep tracks in Texas tomorrow. We got a great crew. We got Steve Queen. He's got 40 years of experience at racetracks all over the country. Memphis, they sent him over to Abu Dhabi, to Yas Marine. He set up the F1 track and their drag strip over here. He's sitting up on the tower right now. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Brian.
The track prep is on.
Hey, Brian, we're just coming up here from the
so we got
tower.
about.
I need the wrecker crew. We got the car that just went down the track, Brian, that actually had a problem with the rear end. So we got to clear the top end of the racetrack there. And we're going to send that wrecker down to the top end. Just wanted to break in there. Thank you.
Okay, Steve, we heard that there's some a rear end problem down the top end, so it's going to take about 5 minutes to clean up. So everybody take it. Hey, get a chance. If anybody's watching live right now, check out the video that's to follow right now when we have this little downtime. It's something that we cut for SEMA. It gives you a little information, a little bit what you're in for at All Out Live. So, Alex, when you get a chance, roll that out. We'll let these people at home watch this. We'll let these guys chill out for a minute, grab a hot dog, grab what you want, some Ken Joe's barbecue over there. It's awesome. Warm up a little bit. We're good to go.
All Out Live starts right now.
This car is so clean and so mean. How long have you owned this car?
It's been in my family since 1969.
I want you to take a good look at this car. You don't need $1 million race car to come out to All Out Live and have fun.
Come here to win All Out Live.
One thing to do here. Run what? There you go. Now it's time to go drag racing.
And you out in TV land, pick a lane and see if you can win on instant green.
You can tell these guys all have Pennzoil in their cars because they're not braking.
The next winner is going to win $100 cash. Boom!
This whole field of 16 cars is less than a tenth apart, and the instant green is being the deciding factor in these races.
We got the right lane over here, and we got the right lane over here. Whoa! What? $50 cash. You're a winner, man.
They've got exactly what, Mike? 3 minutes.
You had him the whole way, or was he right there?
He was right with me pretty much the whole. I looked back, and then he started catching me right at the end.
This is a hot lap competition. Done. Get him out of the way. The hot lap has taken effect.
It started. Started.
You guys want to negotiate or what? Or you want to heads up? You guys going to man up or go
heads up?
Heads up. What?
Heads up. They don't care.
For all the money, all the cash, all the prizes.
Carney annihilates the old car off the line, and it is Carney left lane.
Boom! There we go. We got our winner.
He was the slowest guy in the 16-car field, and he's taken home everything. Everything. Get some cash, buddy.
It is an honor to give you $2,000 cash. All these great prizes. You got a set of wheels, JLT cold air intake, fuel lab fuel pump, Stifler's chassis, Pennzoil cash. You are the winner. And show them that cash. There you go. Show them those prizes. All right, guys, we're back here. Quick little cleanup. That's why we have a wrecker on site so that these go through quickly. This is a live event. Obviously, we do live streaming. We got to have this stuff cleaned up. The wrecker was in the house. They did their job. It looks like we got our Camaros back up in line. Looks like I do believe I see a 69. And a 67. I can't see from here from the. Here we go. Take it away, Steve Queen. Take it away, Steve Queen. Tell us who's coming up.
All right, here we go with the next matchup onto the starting line. Jesse Garza from Hutto, Texas, 67 Camaro taking on the 69 Camaro out of Thrall, Texas, Scott Neiman. Scott and Jesse going to battle it out with the Camaros here. A couple of Texans. Here we go. Bang on the box, and away we go. Well, Jesse's moving down to that finish line. Yeah, all out, right to the stripe. Jesse Garza taking the matchup in that call out, the 67 Camaro out of Hutto, Texas. Scott Neiman wrapping it up with the Camaro out of Thrall, Texas. So that matchup coming pretty close down there at the finish line. So we're battling it out here on Friday night here at Lone Star Motorsport Park.
All right, guys, we're back here. We got two more call-outs walking up right now. Stand right here, sir. My name's Brian. Thank you. Come up here, man. Right here. Right here. Listen, that's a camera right there. So we want you to look at that because we want all your friends. This is all over the world, not just like here and these guys, but it's all over the internet. It could be seen anywhere. That's the greatest thing about this. So number one, what's your name?
Kelvin Owens.
Kelvin Owens. What are you driving?
I'm driving 1931 Ford Coupe.
Nice. Anything special? Small block, big
Small block on gas, 12 bolt, drag
gas,
radial.
Nitrous.
Nitrous, yeah.
Nitrous.
Yeah.
What? Got it. All right, guys. So who we got here next?
Richard Jones.
Richard Jones. What are you working with tonight here?
55 Chevrolet car, gasser.
Oh, I saw that car out there.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's an awesome looking car.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell me what you got in there right
it's
now.
LS motor on nitrous.
Okay, so we got an LS. So you've got an old car with a late model LS conversion into it from there. So that's what the greatest part about these LS, and you guys might not know, but I'm sure they do out there. LS conversions in just about everything. We had a Mazda Miata rolling through all day long with an LS and conversion and stuff. So what do we have on the line here? Why do we have a beef here? What is the call out all about, and how did this start? Do you know each other?
Yeah, for years. We've raced for years. It's always just a grudge thing. I'm gonna drag the paint off his crap. That's how it is.
So you're gonna drag the paint off his crap, and
about 300. For about 300, huh?
He says it doesn't matter. You could drag it if you want or try because it's just primer anyway. It doesn't make a difference. It's a gasser. So what do you got? Tell me what you guys have raced in the past. Is there like a win to lose ratio here? 2-1, 3-5. I mean, who's usually
8-1 win ratio over here.
He says 8-1.
I'll give that to him. I'll give it to him.
Okay. Okay, so
He's been around a lot longer than me. Yeah.
So, you guys putting anything on the line today? The call out. So,
500.
I'll do 500.
So we got $500 on the line here today. He says it's an 8-1 ratio. I don't know. We'll see here. So you got a gasser with an LS, and you've got small block nitrous.
Yeah. Small block nitrous. 305 Chevrolet with nitrous.
Wait on a second. Wait. You said 305. 305. So you're one of the only last human beings alive to run a 305 Chevrolet. Is that what you're telling me? Because I used to build race cars in my life, and 305s, basically what we do is we use them for mock-up for headers and stuff, and then we just throw it in the corner again. So you're running a 305. Now, how long have you been running this 305 in this?
4 years.
4 years. 305. Okay. So you're going to drag the paint off of his primered car with a 305 for $500. Shake hands. Let's see it get on, man. I want to see paint flying, and I want to see a 305 take on an LS.
I want right lane.
Wait. Okay, so we got right lane, left lane. Guys, I need you to hustle back in those things. Let's rock and roll. Okay. So like you said, like I said, anybody can race anybody. Any combination can race anybody if you got a grudge. But, I mean, most engine builders know that 305s are just basically there in the mid-80s for nothing. I'm sorry. IROC's had them and stuff like that. Everybody goes through a 350 and a 383. So let's see if he built a 305 that could beat an LS, and that's going to be the interesting part. So you got a guy that's got a gasser with an LS late model against a 305 guy, and this is going to be an interesting race here. So once again, it's the call out. Anything can happen. We saw things happen a little earlier. Leah Oakes taking on Herbert. Great race. Big Dookie, Shannon Poole set up a race against a street car. We set that up. He said, I'll give you the back tire. Well, Shannon's confident. Now, Shannon's car has not been together. Well, we've done a bunch of these all-out lives and call-outs. I've seen that car every one we go to. He was having some engine problems. I've never seen that car get on a track until today. So that is a new combination right off the trailer. He said, screw it, let's do it. And the street car takes on Shannon and takes the back tire and beats him. Now, I know what Shannon's doing right now in there. He's not a happy guy because he's probably one of the most competitive people I've seen in racing. He's got the Red Bull Corvette that right now, racing that car, he's undefeated on the call-out. We went out to Ohio. He took on the box Corvette. It was a close race. It was an awesome one. We were up in Canada. He took on a couple of Canadians. He was in ATCO. I even think he took on George Rubistello in ATCO. He took on Joe Murphy in ATCO. And to this day, he's undefeated. So far, Shannon Poole is undefeated. But there's one thing people don't know. His sponsors, Keen Parts and Pro Systems Carburetor, feel so confident about that vet and Shannon Poole, they put a bounty up. So if there's a racer on the property tonight, tomorrow, that feel like they could beat Shannon Poole in the Red Bull Corvette, there's $1,000 sitting there to be taken. No one has taken that $1,000 so far, and it's up for grabs. Keen Parts is awesome. They've stepped on board. They put up that $500. Pro System jumped up. We want other sponsors. If anybody's watching this out there, sponsors, we're going to 2019. We went out to SEMA. We're going to go out to Performance Racing Industries. We're looking for sponsors that want to get behind grassroots racers, these good racers like Shannon Poole and these guys. Kenjo Kelly's out here. He's from Texas. He needs somebody to back him up to go to all the races next year. Ryan Hall, George Rubistello, Leah Oakes, all these guys, they need sponsorship and help because to go out to these races, it's expensive. I mean, look how far George Rubistello came, 1,900 miles. He got a great sponsor, jumped on board. We're going to give them some love. He's wearing their shirts. We don't discriminate against anything. If you help our racers out, sponsors will help you out. We want to work with you guys, and we want to go into 2019 with supporting the Call-Out and All-Out Live. Pennzoil has been awesome. This is a Pennzoil-sponsored track. They help out tremendously all year long. They've given money away, prizes, oil. I mean, tons and tons of swag and great stuff. Pennzoil supports grassroots racers. Make the switch to Pennzoil. It's that simple. They support you, support them, so that they will continue on in 2019, 2020 to bring you drag racing. This is only going to grow. This is going to get bigger and bigger. We want to have some parties all over the country in 2019. We want all the racers to have a great time out here. I hear the cars pulling up right now, and the gasser's pulling up here. Well, actually, you got a 30 and a gasser. This is a great combination. Steve Queen, you up there? You ready to tell us what a little more about these guys that they said on stage here?
All right, here we go. Our next matchup coming to the starting line. Richard Jones and Kelvin Owens. A couple of Texans going to battle it out here. A couple of classic machines coming to the starting line. 55 Chevrolet. One of those 210 models, small block, nitrous powered. Taking on that 31 Ford Coupe. So it's either Ford or Chevrolet. Kelvin Owens for Ford, Richard Jones for Chevrolet. Bring it to the starting line and go all out. Here we go. I need test and tune cars to lanes 5, 6, and 7. Test and tune to lanes 5, 6, and 7. All right, here we go. Kelvin and Richard. Ford and Chevrolet. Under the lights. Bang, wheels up for the 31. But man, that 55 Chevrolet is on a string. All the way to the top end of the racetrack. Richard Jones puts it together. The Jones Performance Machine 55 Chevrolet out of Splendora, Texas. Takes out Kelvin Owens out of Montgomery, Texas. Puts that 31 Ford Coupe in the trailer. Close the door and we'll see you tomorrow. Kelvin got shut down by the Chevrolet. Couple more matchups and call-outs. We're going to be doing some test and tune following that. Load up staging lanes 5, 6, and 7 for test and tune, please. A great big thank you to the fine folks from the Lone Star Track, Bob Key and his crew. Track is outstanding here this evening. Let's go down to Brian. What's next?
Hey, guys, we're back. We got 2 more call-outs. These gentlemen up here right now, they got a little grudge. Why don't you step up here, man? Get up and behind your boy up here. Let's do a little introduction. Who do we got here?
I'm Ronnie Woodell from Montgomery, Texas.
Look at that camera. Tell everybody in the world who you are.
Ronnie Woodell from Montgomery, Texas.
What do you?
Northside Street Cars.
What is it?
Northside Street Cars.
All right, Northside Street Cars. What do you guys do over there?
A lot of older car restorations, street car tune-ups, stuff like that. You know,
Nice.
we do a lot.
And what do you run?
We don't street race.
What do you guys running tonight?
I got a little 72 Novas, got a little 427 big block Chevrolet pump gas, all motor cars, little grandma car.
Grandma car. Okay. We'll see that. All right, who we got here, man?
We Crenshaw Mafia. he went over there and made this little race happen.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, that's the question. You guys know each other all? No. So you guys, this is the first time you meet each other in the pits?
I don't know him.
I don't know him.
He liked his car, so he
But
went
I went and asked him
asked him he want to race.
if he wanted to run, so he came back later on and said, yeah, okay.
As we used to say in street racing, step to you. So he stepped to you. So tell me a little about what you're racing tonight.
It's a 1985 Camaro. Got a 406 small block.
On spray or all motor?
No, just all motor.
All motor. Nice, nice. So anything on the line tonight? You guys, what's your little grudge? I mean, you guys want to put anything up, any skin in the game?
Whatever he wants to do. Whatever he wants to do.
My one, 250.
I'm good with that.
Wait, hold on. I want to make sure. You set it up. Is it good with you?
It's going to come out of his pocket. So
Yeah.
it don't matter.
I'll be the one that I got it all.
So we got the money man. He sets up the races. He comes stepping up to him. He's got so wait. How long you been racing?
About 25 years.
Okay, so you're the experienced 25-year racer guy. You stepped up to him. $250 on the line. We're gonna get it on. Anybody left or right lane?
Whatever he wants, I'm good.
All right lane.
You go with right. So we got right lane over here. Once again, shake hands. Let's see this let's get this on. I need you guys to hustle quickly. Oh wait. Oh wait. I didn't see a shake. You know, wasn't even a friendly handshake at the end here. So this truly is a grudge race. So these guys met out in the parking lot and of All Out Live and said, you know, that's a cool car, but I'd like to race it. A couple minutes later, an hour later, they're sitting on stage here in front of the world doing their call out. $250 on the line. He's got 25 years of experience. They're going to race. He owns a shop, so he's probably got a little experience. I don't know if these guys street raced or not, but what's going to happen here on All Out Live is going to be the call out, and we're going to see this happen right now. So we got these guys. Come on, hustle up, guys. Let's get in those cars. We want people to be able to watch you quickly here. So if you're not, if we want you to do is tell your friends, spread the word. Go to alloutlive.com tomorrow night. If they go to alloutlive.com, click on the button, watch. It's real simple. Just click one of the buttons. You can watch Motor Mania TV. I think it's YouTube options. And I do believe on our Facebook Live as well from there. So all over the world, that's what we're here for. All over the world, we're going to showcase racers. Not million-dollar racers, not sponsored with funny cars. We're out here for one reason. We're out here for the grassroots racer. There's been a void in the racing world for a few years that just nobody's filled. I mean, there's there's shows out there that are great, but they don't really highlight the grassroots racer, the guy, the person next door to you. The good part about All Out Live is one day you could be sitting in your driveway working on your hot rod and come out to an All Out Live show, and now you're on the stage. And tomorrow somebody's going to be on this stage with Mike Beeland and I. Mike Beeland is my partner in crime. He's up there right now in the tower. Mike and I are going to be out here tomorrow, and we're going to make one grassroots racer, just one, but 3 grassroots racers stars in front of the world because they deserve it. So they're going to work hard all day. They signed up online. They went to alloutlive.com. They registered. They paid. They waited in line patiently, which we appreciate because there was a lot of people coming at once. We parked them. We teched them. We test and tuned them. Tomorrow morning, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing again. We're going to go ahead and run some test passes and then 2 qualifying passes. Those 2 qualifying passes are going to be sent up to Steve Queen and Ray McNew up in the tower. These guys will be working hard all day, and they're going to do one thing. They're going to look at all the numbers. No cheaters, no sandbaggers. Only the best racers on this property tomorrow will be up here. 16 of you will be chosen. So what's going to happen tomorrow is if you look at the track, we usually have some a return road right here. So tomorrow we don't have it this track. It's called the hot lap. So in our hot lap means is if you get chosen for the 16, you're going to go to the staging lanes over here. The first 16 will race. 8 winners will come back immediately, no stopping, right over there next to the tower in the hot lap area. They're going to have, after the last racer comes in, Mike Beelan's going to be standing there. They will have 3 minutes to cool down. That's it, just 3 minutes. As we go faster and faster through the setups, there's going to be less time for these guys to cool down. Hey, Steve Queen, I see these guys pulling up now. I'm going to throw to Steve Queen. Tell me who's coming up here, Steve.
All right, here we go with the next matchup coming out of the water box. We're ready to go. Anthony Renfro. All right, down there, get in the computer. Lonnie's over here out of Montgomery, Texas, in that Nova. Taking on that Camaro. Anthony Renfro. Bang on the box. There we go. Chevy Nova, Chevrolet Camaro. Side by side, true win light. Winner, Ronnie Waddell, taking the win from Montgomery, Texas, in that 72 Chevy Nova. 427 with that power glide, wheeling it down to the top end. Anthony right there with that Renfro machine out of Bryan, Texas, and that 85 Camaro small block 406. They're pretty doggone close race right there as we're getting pretty close in these call-outs Friday night under the lights here at the Lonestar Motorsport Park. As we're working our way through those machines, we'll throw it back down to Brian and a little more action.
Hey, Steve Queen, did you see that up there? The instant green is really, really kind of screwing these guys up. One on this side, man. Come over here. And one thing that we had discussed from when we started here is everything is started with an instant green. That means there's no delay. Pre-stage, stage, when you see the green, it's just that simple. You go. Have you guys been racing, ever raced with an instant green before?
Yeah, one time before.
One time?
Yeah.
It's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's real quick.
There's no rhyme or reason. You just got to be able to react.
Yeah, if you wait, you're already lost.
You're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is if you wait for the green, I wouldn't say it's guessing, but you better be like inkling fraction from there. And reason why we use this, number one, is it's an equalizer. Mike Beelan and I talk about this all the time. The hot lap that we were just discussing plus the instant green, if there's a disparity a little bit between a tenth or so between cars, we've seen as much as lost by 4/10 because people just don't even know how to react. So, it's a game show. We play the game. You gotta work the light. You gotta be perfect, and that instant green will pick up as much as 2 to 3 tenths. So let's get back to you guys. So this is the call out. I've got who with me over here?
Jason Obbs from Conroe, Texas.
What do you got, man? What are you driving?
Twin turbo ZL1, 427, turbo 400, stock suspension car. Gets down a little bit.
Just a little bit nice. Late model performance here. So what do we got over here?
James Miller, Yukon, Oklahoma, driving a borrowed car from Ryan Hall. It's a 2010 Camaro, twin turbo LS deal as well.
I think they call that the urban legend. Is that what I was told? So we're going to find out what kind of legend it is tonight. So we got 2 late model muscles going on here, and that's the greatest thing going on here, and they work on over Hennessy a lot too, is you could go in a dealership right now, buy a Camaro, buy a Dodge, buy a Mustang, add the parts to it, and then NHRA just changed the rules. You guys see that? So NHRA has now changed the rules where late model cars, I think that's 2008, I think it is? 2008 and later, do not have to have a roll bar anymore for a 10, I think it's 1099 or something of that nature. You can look online, but NHRA has now just made it easier for, once again, the grassroots racer to come out and race here and have some fun. So if you buy a new car, buy a new Mustang or something, you can come out track and play. You could also come to All Live and compete. We have slower classes. You don't have to be the fastest car on here. So here we go. This is the call out. What's on the line here? You guys got any skin in the game? You go.
I say we put 100 in.
All right, I'm good with that.
We got any
scratch some money together, but I'm good with that.
Got to scratch some cash together here. All right, so we got a $100 bet. Any lane choices?
Left lane.
We flip for it.
Who's got a quarter? Well, we could flip for it if we wanted to, but we'd have to flip a blade of grass.
Arm wrestle.
Anybody got a change out here? Quarters? Anybody got something?
Nickels, dimes.
Nickels, dimes. Anybody? No, they all got credit cards. How about somebody gives me their credit card and I'll flip it?
How about this? I'll give him lane choice. He gives me the move.
Nah.
So wait. So what you are is you want to move from the urban legend. So maybe it is a legend already.
Is it a bracket? Are you a bracket racer?
Well,
Hey, we're on a little bitty tire. We're on a 275. You got the Pro Mod tire over there.
Nah, I ain't no Pro Mod tire.
That thing is big. Woo, that tire's big.
Guys, come in here a little more closer here. I want to hear this. Wait a second. So, wore out tires, little bitty tires, flipping coins. You want the move if you give him the lane. So what are we going to do? I mean,
it's up to that man there. If not, we can flip for it.
You want left lane, you said? Yeah. All right, I'll take left lane.
Okay. Okay.
Wait a second.
That means I got the move, right?
Hell no. Bracket racing?
You can have the left lane. Let's get this thing rolling. I'm ready.
All right, so we're going to go heads up.
Heads up.
No move.
No move.
Left lane? Are you sure now?
Positive.
So we got a street tire, 350. What's your redo?
275 Pro.
So we got a 275. We got the Urban Legend here. Shake hands, guys. Let's hustle back. How much was it? $100? $100 on the line. He's going to scratch it together. Urban Legend's going to take him on. I need you guys to high step it back to cars. These people want to see you race. All right. That was interesting. We don't have anything to flip, so I tried for credit cards. I tried stuff, but there's $100 on the line, so it doesn't make a difference. These guys are walking back to their cars right now, and as we were talking about before, it's an instant green start. He was looking for the move. If anybody doesn't know what the move is, basically what it does is one person is allowed to leave first. 2 cars will stage. The other person can't leave until the person with the move is able to go. Sometimes that's negotiating. We could do that. So that's another thing. In All Out Live, when we come down to the final 2 in each class, they're going to come up here with Mike and I on the stage, and they're going to have options to negotiate. And it could be the move. It could be lane choice. There's anything involved. I mean, you could throw some stuff on the line. We don't care. The idea is that you guys come out here and you feel like you've gotten your fair race and you're going to be racing for the cash. Once again, almost $5,000 in cash and prizes for each class tomorrow up on the line for here. Earlier we were talking about the hot lap, and Mike really gets on me about this because I don't give enough information, and we want to make sure that everybody has this information. We're going to have a driver's meeting. We'll do this again. So if any of the racers can't hear this, but when you guys come back, you got to hustle back. There is no tow vehicles allowed on this final 16 in the hot lap. There's no tow vehicles allowed in that area. But you are allowed 4 crew member, and you guys could take tools. I'm talking about generators, cooling devices, whatever you need to get that car ready in 3 minutes. 3 minutes you have. You and your crew have 3 minutes to cool it down in between each round. It's going to be right there in that Pennzoil area right there. We call that the Pennzoil pit stop over there. And your crew better be on it, you know, because this is a hot lap. There is no waiting. If you can't start or can't move after 3 minutes, Mike Beelan is going to disqualify you. He'll have in his hand a timer. Last car that pulls in, he will start the timer. 3 minutes starts. Mike will be the one to make the decision. If you cannot make it, you cannot start it, push it, pull it, whatever, you're not going to race, or you can't make it in 3 minutes, someone will have a buy run, and you will lose your chance at $5,000 in cash and prizes. One thing we have, too, is one of our great, great sponsors, Bullseye Turbo. Bill Devine works for Bullseye Turbo. He does our call-out show. He couldn't make it this weekend. He'll be in Orlando. Everybody that signs up for all of our races this year, so if you signed up for this race here in Lonestar Motorsports Park and went online and did it, or go to Orlando for our next race, any racer that went online, signed up, are automatically entered into to win a free Bullseye Billet Series Turbo, made in the USA. That's what they do. It's not foreign stuff. I've been there. I talked to Bill. Those things are made by hand in the U.S., and they're the baddest turbos. Go to bullseyeturbo.com or Bullseye's site over there. Check them out. Bill Devine's going to be in Orlando. You can check his hot rod out there. But Bullseye Turbo supports the racers. You guys need to recognize that this turbo company is killer and puts out some great products. And even better, they support the racer. Hey, Steve Queen, you ready to rock and roll and tell us a little about these guys?
All right, thank you, Brian. Here comes our final call out of the evening. Test and tune to lanes 5, 6, and 7. Final call-out matchup on Friday night here at Lonestar Motorsports Park. It's going to be James Miller, Jason Knobs coming to the starting line. Oklahoma taking on Texas. Camaro's a pair, a 2010 Camaro for James Miller. Says it's a 283.
Okay, one more time, slowly say that again.
Come on now. All motor, it says. Jason over there from Conroe, and that's not too far down the road, I don't think. That's a 2014 Chevy Camaro. So this is the final call-out Friday night under the lights here at Sealy, Texas, and we're glad that you're online with us with Motor Mania Television. All Out Live Friday, wrapping things up with the final call-out. Then we'll throw it down to Brian. He'll wrap up the TV show and wrap up this evening and get ready for tomorrow's program. So here we go. On the starting line, James Miller, Jason Knobs. Final call-out on Friday night. It's Chevrolet Camaros, a pair. Oklahoma and Texas. They're away. Jason's moving at the top end, but here comes James. He gets him at the big end of the racetrack. James Miller from Oklahoma came off that starting line, and then all of a sudden Jason's moving. Then James wheeled him in at the top end of the racetrack. So congratulations to James Miller. And that'll wrap it up on our call-out stuff. Let's go down to Brian and wrap things up for the evening. Brian?
Urban legend. Okay, here we go. It is now an urban legend, right? It's a legend. First call out, winning for the urban legend, Ryan Hall's car. He's got his driver in place. That was amazing. He walked right around him. Obviously, you guys saw with the action that's going on here at night on the call out. That's just a little taste of what's going to happen tomorrow. This is our test. This is what we do. We come out here on Friday night. We want to let you guys see what's a little inkling, a little taste of what's going on here. So what we want you to do is we want you to go to alloutlive.com, click on tickets, save a couple bucks, get tickets for tomorrow. Gates open tomorrow at noon for spectators. Racers, you can come in at 8 o'clock in the morning. Any racer that hasn't signed up yet, you saw what's going on here right now. You could win a turbo. You could win prizes from all Stiflers, JLT, Raystar, Keen Parts, JLT, Raystar, Bullseye Turbo. Pennzoil is giving cash away. First 100 in the door tomorrow is going to get a Pennzoil Hoonigan hat. Racers that get into 16 are going to get oil from Pennzoil and a ton of swag. Remember, tell your friends to come tomorrow because Gavin Jerome's going to be on the stage over here, and he's going to give away cash, cold, hard cash in your pocket for just spectating. So you don't even have to race. You just need to come up in the stands and watch this fun. You saw a little tidbit of what's going on here. So go to our website, get some tickets. It's your last night to get it. If not, get them at the door. Front gate opens up, like I said, for spectators tomorrow at 12 o'clock. 8 o'clock, racers could come in, vendors. And then don't forget, Orlando Speed World is coming up next. So if you have not had a chance to check out our racing, you're on the East Coast and it's warm where we're from. Come down to Orlando. We're going to be racing in November out there. Check out the dates online. Buy your tickets. Get set up early. Once again, racers, if you haven't signed up for Orlando yet, cutoff is happening soon. We're getting close on this. You have a chance to win a Bullseye Turbo. Means that, very simply, you just sign up and you have a chance to win. You haven't even come on our property yet in Orlando, and you have a chance to win a $1,500 Turbo. So, first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. A little chilly, but it's really not that bad out here after all. Pennzoil, thank you for hosting this and helping us move along with this project and this event tonight. All our fans, everything. Let's wrap it up. I'm going to call it out tonight. I'm going to say, once again, thank you to Bob Key and the guys at Lonestar Motorsports Park, my guys for coming out here and my crew for kicking ass. And we're going to go ahead and see everybody tomorrow night. Click on, watch on our website and start this at 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So thank you for coming out to Lonestar Motorsports Park. I'm Brian Bissone from my crew. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
All Out Racing is back. All Out Live. Grassroots drag racers compete for thousands in cash and prizes in a grueling hot lap competition. Left lane, right lane, it's instant green. Fans get to play along for their own cash and prizes totaling thousands. The Call Out. Local grudge racers take on the Outlaws and each other in a trash-talking festival of speed. All Out Live is coming to Orlando Speed World December 14th and 15th. Register to race, buy tickets, and more at alloutlive.com.